any other TV channels is I miss basketball. I hate it when that's not when I have to go somewhere to watch it. But other than that, it's been the best thing.
And tell Brian, will you? We're going to take that shot from Kosick of the pizza out there for the teas for the with. Thank you, Alex. Alex is listening.
So I see you've put FaceTime into the forum show now.
More job.
Okay, hold on. Alex, yes, I will dial into IFB right now. Give me 1 second. I will call it as we speak. I'm sorry. So, 2 more people were talking, but I don't know who it was, and I apologize. Calling IFB right now. Okay? Okay.
All right, I read through the stuff. We're good.
So, Melissa, what's this school ban at? This one doesn't make any sense.
Which one?
The school one. The school ban spans
Gaggle?
Google app.
So Gaggle is like a form of, hold on one second. I'm sorry, it's so busy today. What's going on?
I don't know, we're only 3 minutes out.
So I started broadcast, no comments on either one.
There's one comment on the watches.
Okay, no worries. We got enough people in today. Thank you, my love. The Gaggle one. So the Gaggle one basically it's like a messaging service, if you will. Kik it's along the same lines, except that what they're doing are kids are posting inappropriate pictures and videos. You know, and it's like just take whatever the problem is with all these other social media sites that kids are doing. They're not supposed to be doing it, putting it into Gaggle. The difference here is that the school is saying, okay, fine, we'll let you have your phones. That's fine, but you can't have this app on your phone. So isn't it taking it to the next step? Have your phone for your safety concerns or whatever, but at what point do you draw the line and saying, okay, we can regulate this, we can't? Well, this school is completely blocking Gaggle from being able to be accessed through their Wi-Fi. And they're saying because it's just so nasty and so horrible, but can you do that? Can you tell a child or a person that goes to your school, you can have your phone, but you can't have your app, and then what's next? Do you need for me to put something in here? Oh, thank you, yes. I forgot that I needed those. Yes, I will. I've got it right here. I've already called
thanks,
it.
Jeff.
Yeah. And it's the anonymous, I think it's anonymous posting too. I mean, that's one other element in it.
Yeah, but at what age are they talking about for these kids?
K through 12. So kindergarten through 12 is what it says.
That's a bit
It's
wide,
what it's directed at. And it is anonymous. It does require a login, but you post anonymously. I don't know if that's by choice or not, though.
Just real quickly, welcome everyone. If you haven't met Al already, can you guys introduce yourselves? He's new to our Google Plus. Oh, and Antonio Atambien. We got a full house up in here, kids. This is 10. 10.
Yeah, I got up.
Well,
hello, everybody.
introduce you guys, if you will, two new. Excuse me.
I'm Jeff. I'm from Reno, where KRNV is located.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, down in the south.
Nice.
Alright.
If I can find my lower third, I'd put that up.
I'm Campton from Calgary. And on that note, let me put up my name.
Hey, give me 1 second.
Welcome everyone into the News 4 Forum. The show we don't just watch, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the latest in your tech news. So let's go ahead and get started. And starting off this morning with a look at what is trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is Carson City man sentenced to life. 27-year-old Arturo Bolanos Jr. was sentenced last week for the October 2011 murder of Marcio Ortiz. In February, a jury found Bolanos guilty of first-degree murder with a deadly weapon, 3 counts of attempted murder, and 2 counts of battery with a deadly weapon. Nationally on CNN.com, the most read story this morning, Correspondents' Dinner in 2 minutes. According to CNN, Joel McHale hosted the 2014 White House Correspondents' Dinner Saturday night. The botched healthcare.gov rollout was this year's hot topic, as you can imagine. McHale also took shots at New Jersey Governor Chris Christie's Bridgegate scandal and his weight, along with Paul Ryan and the Clintons. On FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is Virginia proposal would limit size of gatherings at private homes. According to Fox, the proposed zoning ordinance limits groups assembling at residences to 49 people a day. church groups, scouting organizations, or even sports fans drawn to a home's big screen TV during playoffs could be potential targets to the proposed county law. Trending on Twitter this morning is hashtag Bring Back Our Girls. Heart-wrenching story. A man claiming to be the leader of Islamist military group Boko Haram announced plans to sell the more than 300 Nigerian schoolgirls that he kidnapped last month. Nigerian authorities say that the girls were abducted from a school by armed members who overwhelmed security guards. They pulled the girls out of bed and forced them into trunks. Now on to our viewer voice segment, where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page at about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would love to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account and circle me, Melissa Carlson. Let me know you're interested in the topic. All right, our first topic for today. Administrators at a Texas high school are alerting parents to a phone app they call Sickening. Jennifer Bauer tells us why they decided to ban it at their school.
This is just a sample of the kinds of posts appearing on the app Gaggle. This one in particular talks about a teacher's disgusting body and horrible personality. Another mentions nude photos and sex acts being performed for $20. These appear to have been posted by students at Seven Lakes High School in Katy. And now the principal is putting a call out to parents asking them to have the app deleted from their child's phone. In an email home, the principal said he is sickened and saddened by what he's seen.
It was the first I'd ever heard of it.
Debbie Libby got that email from Principal Ted Vierling and says she is going to talk to her kids about Gaggle.
They show each other Instagram pictures and, Facebook a little bit, but I've never heard of this one.
Other parents tell Local 2 they've gone on the app themselves and what they've seen isn't good.
Nobody can track the kids because it shows a location at the school, so they're just anonymous, one of 5,000 kids.
That's why Seven Lakes is now blocking Gaggle from the public Wi-Fi and asking parents to monitor things at home.
I think it's horrible that they have to deal with this kind of stuff nowadays.
Man, if you are not up on social media as a parent, it is so tough. Another example, that was, by the way, Jennifer Bauer reporting, asking our Google Plus group what you think about it, about them going through and saying, listen, you can't have the app whatsoever. But how tough are administrators as well? The next app and the next app, it just keeps changing. How do you keep control of all of this? Starting off first with Jeff with a local perspective on Gaggle. Jeff, do you know much about it and your thoughts about the school banning it?
I know a little bit about it, and I don't think the school should have anything to do with it. It's completely up to the parents. The phones should not be in schools, period. It drives me up the wall that parents are letting their kids even have their phones in school. If you're not responsible enough to have a cell phone, you shouldn't have one.
Okay, so it's up to the parents, and that's what the school did, right? They sent a letter to the parents saying, hey, this is what we're doing. It's not being taken care of at home, so we're not going to allow it here at school. But is that the right point? Do you think that should be something that should be done? Kempton, do you think that the school should make that point and saying, listen, we okay phones, but you can't have the app?
I think the school should take more of an approach of taking it as a teachable moment and try to teach the kids something instead of having a rule that is very and I don't know how do they enforce it. It's the enforceability of it. Like, are they going to check with all the kids? I mean, how about they take it away when you want to check it and then install it right back? Right? It's just a little bit nutty.
Al, things are changing all the time. Get rid of Gaggle today. There's the next thing tomorrow, Kick or whatever else the kids are using. Your thoughts on this? Should it be something that's required to be taken care of by the school or parents?
Me personally, I believe that it should be something that's taken care of by the parents. The school already did what they couldn't do when they blocked it out of their networking, but it's up to the parents' responsibility to handle this.
Yeah, it's up to them. All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. Speaking again about schools, new school lunch requirements are proving hard to swallow among students and school nutrition directors. For some, they say the new standards, which are meant to make school meals healthier, are expensive and not popular with the students. Hey, neither is homework. Hey, starting next school year, grain served at schools must be at least half whole grain. Food must be lower in sodium, and schools must provide healthier snacks and more fruits and vegetables. While school nutrition directors agree that they need to offer healthier meals, they say healthier alternatives typically cost more, and many students are rejecting them. They're asking Congress and the Department of Agriculture to roll back some of the requirements. Starting off first, I'm just going to go right into it. Emily, a teacher, what do you think about this?
Well, first of all, if you continue to give kids what they should be eating, they will eventually eat it, because when a kid's hungry, guess what? They learn to eat it. But secondly, I've seen as a teacher, we had a menu and nutrition change at our school, and the kids did better in class after lunch. There wasn't tired, there was focus, and I'm telling you, diet makes such a difference in learning environment. I mean, even if people don't like it, I'm sorry, it's necessary in our society right now to have a better diet, period.
Michael, you agree?
I agree wholeheartedly. Many years ago, I'll just pull it up, there was a TED Talk from Jamie Oliver, and Jamie won that TED Talk based on food for schools and among other programs, but it was really, really important that he went in there and he said he could do it for $1 a day per student. So price is not an issue.
Matt, if the kids are going to want the snacks, the candy, the cookies, they're going to get it anyways. Do you think that we should just go ahead and say, okay, that's what you want to eat, we'll give it to you? Or no, push them into a more healthier menu?
Oh no, push them into a healthier menu. I agree with Emily, and basically, if you give them food that they don't like on one day that's healthy, and then give it to them on the second day, and then the third day, they're going to start to realize, you know what? Maybe I'm really getting hungry here. Maybe I should start eating this.
Right, Antonio, that's it. If they're hungry, they're going to eat it. That's their option. That's what they've got. That's what they'll eat. You think?
Somewhat. You can try to force them to eat healthy, but if they're not eating healthy at home, they're not going to pick up the habit. The parent has to get involved in order for it to work. If the parent's not involved, they're not going to eat healthy.
There you go. All right, you've got the last word, Antonio. Thank you very much. We would love to hear what you have to say. You can go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook or our Google Plus page. Coming up next, pizza. Oh, this is a bad intersection here, but it's delicious, and hey, it can be nutritious as well. It's wood-fired. We'll be right back with a look at that.
Gee, we could go on for ages about that.
Yeah, that is good food. Yeah, but the pizza can be healthy too. I mean, it depends on what you put in it, right? I think one of the meal Jamie Oliver was doing was blending all the vegetables right into the sauce. I think that works. You have to make it tasty at the same time as healthy, I think.
I'm considering walking down there and seeing if I can actually get to, because I'm literally like 2 blocks away from the studio. I'm thinking of just walking over there and seeing if I can access the truck.
You totally should. And come back and eat it on air and show us.
Yeah, that's one way to make me hungry.
Yeah. Antonio, I agree with you on the parental thing. It's a tough call, though, because so many things in school go against what parents are doing at home anyway, and not against in a bad way necessarily. It's just, it's so hard. It's just a rough place. Our education system, I could go on for days about it, just needs a complete overhaul.
It's interesting that no one sees a double standard. Like in the very last story we talked about how, the kids obviously like gaggle, but nobody cares. They're like, we need to do what's best and limit this. And now when it comes to food, they're like, oh, the kids don't want it. Come on.
I just think leave like desserts to be the unhealthy stuff maybe, but the main course should always be healthy at the schools because you're feeding somebody else's kid, and then at home it's up to the parents.
I mean, if schools are really about education, why does that stop at lunchtime? Educate them about healthy food.
Exactly. I mean, have a nutritionist come in and talk in the classrooms once in a while too.
Right. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Rain Shadow, who live in Reno, but that's where I teach, and we have a culinary program, and the students cook the food. But you know what? We have a budget, and it's small, but we get a lot of our food from the food bank, and it's good stuff. And we have a balanced meal of awesomeness every day, a salad bar, and even if kids don't choose the right thing every time, if that's like what Matt said. If you give that to them, and they know that's their food, they'll eventually eat it. I have kids. That's what I did with them. So.
Yep.
So there was a whole series that Jamie did in England, right? Same issues, same everything, same culture. They produced them for $1 a day, right? And so he went and said, nah, you can produce this food for $1 a day per student. It's really simple, right? You've just got to change the way that people believe that they can do it so that they can actually do it. But he'd go through and he'd prep up food, and it was not that hard, right? It took a lot of change. And yeah, after he left, there were changes back to the old ways, and the kids would go down the shop. But it was a matter of actually just starting, someone doing. And what Michelle Obama's looking at is much the same thing. And so it's really, really important to try and get away from that obese way of doing things, which is really corporate, to actually getting back and making a meal.
Yeah, and
I gotta take off, guys. See you guys.
Okay.
See you, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff. I don't know if anyone has ever read any articles based on the school lunch kind of racket, like the companies that run school lunches. They're in it to make money, and they don't really, honestly, even though they say they care, what they're showing with their actions is that they don't. I mean, the stuff they're providing that are in packages that are processed foods, and that's what the kids are supposed to eat. They make money off that stuff, and there's kind of like almost like a lobby to make sure that stays in there, and it's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's really
well,
cool.
all business is to make money. So.
Yeah. Right. But if we really care about our kids and our students, despite parents, unfortunately, it stinks. Despite what money says, we're gonna do what's right. There's a lot of stuff.
I think ethics play a part. It's like, can you make a giant profit and completely screw kids, or can you make a healthy profit and have healthy kids? And I think, unfortunately, ethics perhaps should be taught more in schools, and then the people that run these companies I don't know, maybe that's wishful thinking. Too much.
Yeah, I think the parents should teach ethics. They're not doing that nowadays.
Yeah, and then it's funny, Antonio, you say that, and then there's also parents who are more, it's like there's a culture going on here, and I don't know if it's maybe more of a middle class thing. I don't know. There's probably more to it than this, but there is a push like GMO awareness and health and all those things, and so it's like how can we get that in our schools? I don't know. And how can you get it in your home? I'm not a freak about food, but I do have cancer, so I have to think about those things, and it makes you.
You got cancer caused by all this stuff that's being produced on our food.
Colon cancer, honey. It's all ingested. I mean, really.
Well, I think, people like Jamie Oliver, they're doing a good job to raise awareness, but unfortunately, there's not things like shock values, like, a car wreck will instantly get safety attention to vehicles. But, things like poison food, thanks Monsanto, this stuff can take years and decades and a lifetime to realize, so unfortunately, there's not enough immediate reaction to get a shock of public outcry for it. So I think
it's not just Monsanto. There's about another 5 companies that produce chemicals that do stuff.
Good morning to you, Melissa. We do have lake wind advisories still in place for Pyramid and Tahoe. Also a red flag warning in southern Nevada and winter weather tonight in eastern Nevada. A lot to talk about. We'll be right back.
Hey, I got to take off now, but if you guys are interested in carrying this conversation over, I think I may start another discussion hangout in a few minutes about this because it seems interesting.
Well, if I can get some things done, I might join. Are you in my circles, Nate?
I think I have you added.
Okay, maybe I need to add you back, but...
If you haven't added me back, I'll cry.
I wish I had signed it.
Oh, nope, you will be now.
Okay.
Let's see. There we go.
And Antonio and Al, let's see, I didn't see where you guys were from.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia, okay.
Yes, and I'm from Plainfield, New Jersey.
Plainfield, New Jersey. Oh, I like how we're getting all kinds of people from all over the country. That's great. I love it. And the world, let's be honest, Michael.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. I like it.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to take off, but I added you, so yeah, I'll send out a invite probably in like 30 minutes or so. And
yeah, if I'm around and can get some stuff done, I'll join in. I mean, I don't claim to be an expert, but I sure like to talk about it. So.
Same here.
That's all anyone does.
Yeah, right, exactly. All right.
Yeah, so just let me know and I'll send out the invite. I think I got all you guys added. Let me make sure real quick before I leave.
I'm supposed to be going back to work in 5 minutes. I'm glad I work at a job I can take a break when I want to.
What's the other Tony mean, Antonio?
Antonio.
Oh, it says Antonio on your thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Antonio and a Antonia.
Oh.
So I
Right
just
next to each
yeah,
other.
just to help
Right
with-
next to each other.
I see. I'm sorry about that.
yeah, I couldn't use my last name because there's another Cunningham here.
What the heck? The other Tony, I like that. That's good. I got you now. I got you. All right, I'm gonna sign out and eat something healthy.
She eating
Same
pizza
here.
and stuff.
Okay.
And then we'll see you guys around. I have chemo tomorrow. I'm going to try and go from my chair. And then the rest of the week, I never know how I feel. So, but I'm okay.
Welcome back, everybody. Meteorologist Tim Studebaker joined us now with a look at our forecast. I am wearing glasses today because the pollen or the allergies are driving me nuts. My eyes are scratching like crazy. It's gorgeous out there, but I've got to think it's allergies.
Well, yeah, and that's what it is. It's because it's so gorgeous out there, so the plants are really responding to it and putting out a lot of pollen, especially the trees. That's what's highest right now. We do have high tree pollen out there. Also, in the moderate category for grasses. So if you're allergic to trees and grasses, those are some issues for you out there as far as the pollen counts are concerned. But not only is the weather beautiful, but also some sunsets recently. So we have a several great pictures on our Facebook page that have been submitted by viewers. This is one of them. Darlene sent this one into our Facebook page, KRNV News 4 on Facebook. That's our cover photo. If you want to go check it out, like it while you're there, and like us too, and we'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on. So for your Monday headlines, it is windy again as we make our way through the afternoon. It was windy for the weekend. That will continue into your Monday and even Tuesday with a cold front clearing the area. Partly cloudy skies out there, an isolated shower possible, most likely in the Sierra, but everyone basically has a low chance today, and Western Nevada even a lower chance in the Sierra. We're already up to 64 degrees, 10-mile-per-hour winds out of the west-southwest out there, and we're at 21% humidity with clouds and sunshine. 63 in Fallon right now, 72 degrees in Bishop, and 57 in Eureka, so a big spread in temperatures there, but you know, we're going to be below average today, but that's okay because we do have this cold front coming through, so it has the chance to bring us some much-needed moisture. In fact, just a little bit of a shower popping up in central Nevada at this point, but otherwise things are mainly dry for us across the area. Will stay mainly dry across the area for us today, except in the Sierra where you do have a chance for some showers. As we make our way through the night tonight and this cold front gets closer, we could see some snow at the highest elevations of the Sierra as well as parts of eastern Nevada. Then by tomorrow morning and into the day tomorrow, that's our best chance for showers across much of the area as this low continues to push on overhead. We could even see some thunder and lightning in the Sierra today and tomorrow as a result of this low passing through. Tomorrow could even see that into western and central Nevada. Winds will be picking up out there this afternoon, as I mentioned, about 10 to 15 tonight, but during the day today, 15 to 25, sustained gusting to 45, and we'll repeat that again tomorrow, but winds will turn out of the north, so we'll be ushering in that much cooler air. We're up into the upper 40s to low 50s around the lake with winds gusting to 35 miles per hour today. Partly cloudy skies and just the chance, just a very small chance at an isolated shower. Tomorrow's really the better day for precip out there. Into the 60s for northeastern Nevada and back over toward western Nevada, into the 70s for some towns, 60s for others. So all in all, we are below average for this time of year, and we'll be even cooler going into your day tomorrow as we make our way into your Tuesday, only into the upper 50s for Reno, but 60s for your Monday today. Windy today, breezy for tomorrow, and the better chances are tomorrow, so 20% chance for showers today, 60% for Tuesday. Today is mainly a dry day. Then we will dry things out for everyone across the board starting on Wednesday, and we'll be warming up from there. All right, let's take a look at my weather video of the day. So the northern lights were spotted in parts of the upper Midwest, making for an awesome light show there. This is video from the town of Manville, North Dakota, and that's north, of Grand Forks. The northern lights, also called the aurora borealis, are often visible near the North Pole, but occasionally a stronger push of energy from the sun means they can be seen further south, as we can see here. The phenomena happens when charged particles from the sun interact with the Earth's upper atmosphere and release photons, which are visible to us. All in all, though, they are quite stunning. Back to you.
See them in real life. Beautiful. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Coming up next, are you adding extra hours to your workday by being digitally logged in? Some say you are. We'll take a look at that coming up next.
I gotta go get back to work now. I'll see y'all later.
See you, Antonio.
Bye. Lord alive. That was... All right.
All right, guys. I feel like I'm being kicked out because people are looking at me strange. So I'll talk to y'all guys soon.
Don't do it. Al, stay. Who cares? Let them look at you strange. Stay.
No, I only reserved this place for about a half an hour, and they're waiting on me, looking at me as with
They're like,
crazy look. They're
who is
looking
this
like
guy talking to his computer?
yes, and they're sitting there pointing at their wrist, like even though I know I have about 9 more minutes left, but
Do it. Thanks for coming in. We
I
appreciate it.
I will talk to you guys later.
Bye, and have a good one.
You too.
Oh my gosh, seriously, Antonia, did you not see me go flying past your office?
No, I was too intent on the conversation that the Google Plusers were having.
Oh, what were they talking about?
School lunches.
Oh, school lunches.
We're in the food stuff.
Food. You know, Michael, have you seen our we finally got a boom mic. It's on a jib. We finally have one in our studio. Have you seen the shot yet?
No.
Oh, that's right. You don't see it in the hang on, I keep forgetting. It's too bad. It's a great
I
shot.
still haven't got your little furry that's invisible yet, though.
My what?
The little invisible mic
No,
that sits on your lapel.
No, but
This is not a bad shot anyway.
now in your tech news, do you feel digitally connected to your job? Even when you're not there, you're not alone. A new poll says that workers like the added benefit, but that doesn't mean it's good for you. A new Gallup poll found that 79% of workers view the ability to stay connected digitally outside the office as a positive. 36% of us say we frequently work remotely on our devices after our workday ends. And this probably comes as no surprise for most of you that millennials are more likely than baby boomers to log on outside of the office. Gallup says that the workers who frequently check in from their mobile devices are adding nearly 10 hours to their work week by working remotely. Turn off your digital devices. Yeah, next up to it, Screen-Free Week begins today. It's a 7-day celebration of life without screen-based amusements, but you can still use screen devices for work and homework. Families are encouraged to trade in those digital entertainment times for more playing, reading, and connecting with nature. Screen-Free Week is organized by the Campaign for a Commercial-Free Childhood. Well, the legal fight between smartphone heavyweights Apple and Samsung resulted in a split decision on Friday. The jurors found that at least some Samsung devices infringed 2 of 4 patents at issue and awarded Apple $120 million. The jury also awarded Samsung $158,000, a little bit more than that in damages, because Apple infringed, they say, on one of its patents. Now, 2 years ago, you're going to remember that a separate jury ordered Samsung to pay Apple $930 million after finding it had used Apple technology to create older generation devices. Samsung is appealing that order, and the battle goes back and forth and back and forth. Coming up next, is your money ready to, is your Monday in need of a little bit of a pickup? We're going to help you out with that coming up next. To save my life. I could hear everything I was saying. It was like having a mixed minus for the entire block.
Can I tell you my favorite thing?
Ah, that was so annoying.
My favorite thing in that block was that doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you.
They say for you.
Because it sounded like Amanda.
Am I alive?
You are alive. That was so annoying. God, I could do nothing about it.
Jacked up now, Bertsky.
I noticed that. Geez, there's Ryan.
It's Will.
Hooray!
And welcome back, everybody. I'm Bill Frankmore. Coming up in just a bit on News 4 at noon, a performer at the National Championship Air Races instead loses his life in a crash in Northern California. We're going to have more on what happened. Plus, a circus act goes terribly wrong with several women falling from the ceiling under the weight of a steel structure. We're going to have more on a possible cause. And with the primaries fast approaching, along with deadlines to register to vote, we're going to tell you what you need to do to make sure your vote counts. We'll see you with these stories and much more coming up in just a bit on News 4 at noon.
All right, finally here on the News 4 Forum. Napoleon Dynamite was, I'm having a tough day today. It was an odd movie. Just check it out. This guy did the same dance that Napoleon Dynamite did with the great song Jamiroquai, by the way, with 100 different outfits. Somebody needs a job or a hobby or something. But anyways, we love the video. He's a great dancer. You can find it on our Facebook page. I hope you have a better day than I am today. Have a good one. Friggin' day and a half.
Where are we going now?
I don't know. They're following Ted.
Someone has got. This is not remote camera day.
I don't know.
Today has been classic.
Interesting.
Too much going on today, and there's too many reasons why this day is crazy. I'm glad it is almost over. One more show and a slice of pizza to go, and it's gonna be fine for me. Woo!
That's all right. Now the food story while you were out, we got right into it. They all had a really good thought about that one. So.
I didn't get to see it.
No, well you can watch the rerun, can't you? Hey?
It's a good topic, though. Especially for our demo at this hour.
Absolutely. Absolutely, but you can rerun it and watch it because the conversation after was really as you know, the conversation's always better after than when we actually do the thing.
I know. It's always better during the commercial, which is what we tell people. I'm like, you gotta watch it.
But you should actually pull that down, do a quick cut on it, and then actually put that up.
You think we should put that up on the site instead?
Yeah. Pull this one down.
Added two. I just saw a promo of mine that I hated. I apologize.
Oh no.
I do agree that it's a lot of times it's some of the best. It's some of the best conversation that goes on in the commercial.
I know it's some time. I know getting in Newscutter and making it work is some time, but it actually was really good.
Yes, thank you. Well, I'm gonna have to take a look at it. Thank you.
That's all right. All right.
Hey, you guys, I have to head out of here real quick. Have a great one. Thanks for coming in, Michael. I hope all is well. You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I've got to get off my butt now and do some work though.
All right. So it's been one of those. You can tell I'm having a hard struggle today.
See ya.
Have a good one, you guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming in.
Bye.
Bye.